to goal number 23. 23 plays 5. We just need to update the scoreboard down there. 23 goals plays 5 as we roll out to the far side of the field.
Umpire Buster Jolly throws it in once again. Only got to the 2s, but Lance Anderson jumped forward, said, I'll have it. Thank you very much. Lance Anderson now making his way goalward. Jimmy Grills on the lead. Ball goes in from a long way out. Taken well by Grills. Now back into the corner he goes. He's down there. He's got Russell Ty all over him. Russell Ty tries to push him out of the back line, but he gets around it. Manages to regroup now. Top of the D. Thinks about a little Hail Mary. This time round the front. Straight through, the rackets go up the far end of the goal. The flags are waving, and there we go. Australia with another one. Australia with another one here. So Australia making a bit of a field day. Back to the centre they come. Ready to go, Zach.
In starters' hands, umpire Franklin. He lines them up. The 1s, the 2s. Not quite there yet. They are now, and as he lets them fly, and it's gone out the back. It'll be that man in the green and gold shirt, and Anderson. Anderson looks up, finds his number 1, riding shotgun in the hot sun. And that'll be another goal to the Australians, and that'll push them out to goal number 25, plays 5. Lance Anderson. I think he might have caught one for his efforts on there as the number 3, Ty must have got a racket to him, but not good enough as the ball's been thrown in, and it looks like it's that number 1 again. That number 1 in Jay Grills, bounce, trap, shoots. And they'll push it up to goal 26.
Goal 26, yeah, mate. What's this riding shotgun in the hot sun, man? Is that your breed for every need? As we get back to the centre, here we go. Ready to line up, players. It's the teamwork that makes the dream work, isn't it? Here we go. Let's bring them all out, see what we've got. Ball goes in now, out the back. Who's going to be first one to it? Oh, Russell Ty's got the sit on it. Russell Ty's got Lance Anderson all over him like a Sunday morning rash. Pass goes across now, taken well by Richardson. Richardson heads goalward now. Richardson's got Lance to deal with. Bounces, traps. Oh, no, he didn't on the first, but he managed to get it back. Richardson now in charge. Richardson's got to get past. Lance has got that thing cocked and loaded. He's waving it around. Just checks back now. Does Richardson. Richardson just that little bit nervous here. He's not going to take him on if he doesn't have to. Leans out, thinks better of it. Lance Anderson just keeping the door locked. Firmly closed down that end of the field. The goals are shut. Just leans out. Big one over the top. Here we go. New Zealand with another one, ladies and gentlemen. New Zealand came to play, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, nice goal by Richardson there. As the All Blacks pull one back. On the far side of the field with umpire Jolly. He lines them up. They look to be there, set now. It's plucked out of there by that man in the middle. The engine room for the All Blacks by Moore. Moore now as he gathers the reins, pulls the pony back. Got to deal with Jimmy Grills, does so, but a little too late because that's time. That's the end of the 6 chucker. As we could have had one more for the All Blacks, but that timer ran out. Sorry. As 26 goals, play 6 in favour of the Aussies.
What do you reckon, Zach? Would you say that change worked for them out there, the New Zealanders? They definitely appeared to be driven a lot more from the guts.
Yeah, I reckon that change has paid off there, Jeremy. Beau Moore is just a dangerous player as it is, but once he's in that engine room, he can be extremely dangerous. And it's paid off because I know Lance Anderson's hard to stop out the back, but Russell Ty, he can hold his own and have Beau Moore in there. I think it worked, yes.
Yeah, well, it definitely appeared that way. I think the scoreboard pressure slowed down just a little bit there, but the big work there was still done by Lance Anderson. If we're not out the back of the lineup in the area, he must have taken a couple out on Richardson. Big work in the area from Anderson. I don't know what the options are when he's got every door closed and every way to goal closed. I think the only options to do that, go back and stand out in the corner and throw right over the top of him. But he managed to bat most of those down as well.
Well, one thing you wouldn't want to do is take on his wood, as Richardson found out a little bit earlier on. And Lance Anderson putting everything he had to was able to spoil that over the top shot. You don't see them too often. But I'm sure Richardson will go back to the drawing board and he'll work out a game plan. He was copping some pretty heavy timber out there at one stage. You've seen more timber than Huey Radford on a weekday. And we ride back on for the women. Looks like for the Australians, it'll be Suzette Thomas. The number 2, Beth Hafey, and out the back will be Lucy Grills. For the New Zealand side, the number 1, Marin Ty. The number 2, Gemma Murray. And the number 3 out the back, Kayla Hill. Ball goes in and be out the back. Who's it going to be first? Lucy Grills. Will she see it with a backhand pickup? Yes, she will. Hard press there by Murray, but it's Grills in control. Kayla Ty comes through. No, it's not. That's Marin. Takes the hit, rolls through, bounce, pass went in. Suzette Thomas. Suzette Thomas in control. As he's on the grey pony now. Got to get around Kyla Hill. It's Suzette Thomas. Will she wear one off Hill for her efforts? No, she won't. She'll keep hold of it. She'll keep hold of it and go for a ride around the top of the D. Looks to put a bit of pace on now. 1, 2. Will Hill get her? Yes, she will. Nice number 3 work there from the defending number 3 in Kayla Hill. Able to force the penalty there on Suzette Thomas, and it'll be Kyla Hill ball.
Kyla Hill in charge of the ball. She comes out. It wasn't the nicest of passes to herself, but she managed to deal with it. Now she's got Suzette. Suzette really liked to change the books back her way. Ducks a little pass. Maybe I was on the wrong angle. Didn't look really pretty to me, but they managed to avoid each other going into the area there as they line up now, but back through, big side flick out, and we've just put it away to a no goal, so it's going to end up in the racket of Lucy Grills. Lucy Grills in charge of the ball now as she comes out to herself, puts it out 10 yards. Oh, yes, managed to pick it up well, but big pressure coming on there from New Zealand as they head goalward now. So what have we got out here? Just ducks around. Lucy Grills in charge of the ball. Lucy Grills in charge of the ball. Big pass across. Suzette Lister making position on the grey pony. Turn and goal towards goal. There's another one on the board, and away we go. Bang. Thanks for coming. The Aussies answer really, really fiercely back.
He's up and all right. So who bowled him over? So ball's gone in, out the back it will be. It'll be that girl, that lady in the yellow shirt. No, it won't. Yes, it will. Beth Hafey. Beth Hafey, the number 2 for Australia. She comes up with the pill. She looks left, ducks right. She's got the All Black defence comes through. They can't get a look at her though. Looks up, finds the number 1 in Suzette Thomas. Thomas now on the grey pony, steps around Marin. Yes, she does. Kyla Hill, sorry. He took it off Suzette Thomas. Done so nicely. Lays the racket back. There's not much of this girl, but look at her go. Pure grit. Looks up, finds her number 1. Pass went out. Hard pass it was too. Can Marin Ty get it? No, she couldn't. And the back line will though, I think, Jeremy.
Yeah, backline beater there. They were going at a racing pace when they hit that 30-yard line, and pass didn't come across kindly. Ball spilled free. Just a little bit of timeout being called at the moment. It looks like they're fixing a bit of gear. Righto, so time off has been called while they just remedy a little bit of gear. And they'll be right back at it in a second. Lucy Grills just getting a bit of maintenance. So New Zealand's starting to stand up here again. A couple of big chuckers there from, big wins there from Kyla Hill. Zach out in the area. She's stripped Suzette a couple of times with that ball.
Indeed, Jeremy. That's not an easy task to do. But she was able to give Suzette a fairly hard time down there. And didn't they come out of that area with some pace? At a racing pace they went. And it was just unfortunate the ball couldn't get into the racket of Marin Ty there, the number 1 for New Zealand. The back line beat him. And while we've just got a bit of time off, I'll remind everyone one of our major sponsors, Terry Kelly. He's got a horse that's going to be nominated for the All-Star Mile. That'll race on the 16th of March at Flemington Racecourse. And he's got that horse in there, Foundry. He'll be in there. Terry needs your help. He needs you to go on and vote for his horse. And that horse will go in and make it into that race where it'll go for a total prize money of $5 million. And if you go on and vote for it, you then go in the draw to win a bit of coin yourself for total prize money of $250,000 or $10,000 if it runs in the first 10. Which, that's not a bad deal, Jeremy. But that All-Star Mile, that'll certainly be a race to watch.
Indeed it will, indeed it will. And it's, as you said, public voting to get the nominations of the runners. I'll tell you what else won't be bad to watch, Zach, and that's the World Cup up in Queensland in April this year, when we see 8 teams from around the world go at it. The best in the world playing polocrosse. These guys out here, you see the Australian and New Zealand sides, they'll be there. But the current world champions, the South Africans, will be there as well. I notice that we've got a bit of a spy here at the moment, Stephen Harris, down in the goals from the South African side, watching what's going on, and he'll be writing as many notes in his notepad as our friend Shane Hill at the other end. Well, that's probably not right, because I'm not sure that Stephen knows how to write or spell, but either way, he'll be taking notes.
Yes, that World Cup will be commencing in, I think it goes from the 22nd to the 28th of April. And all of that wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the kind donation and lend of people lending their horses out in order for the World Cup competition. And players come from all over the world and play on borrowed horses, as do the Australian players. All the horses go into a pool where their names are drawn out of a hat. Any questions or anything about that? Charlie Brooks, he's here this weekend. Come and see him or jump onto the website. But looks like we're ready to get underway here again. So I think we've had a bit of a swap over. Beth Hafey, she's gone in the number 3 position. And Marin Ty trying to take that ball off her. But it'll be Beth Hafey. Put the pass out. Didn't come off though. Marin Ty, she's seen it. Got a kind bounce. Wasn't making no mistake about that one. And nice work there by the number 1 in Marin Ty from New Zealand. She made sure of it. And that'll be goal number 6 for the All Blacks.
So the Kiwis with a first quick goal in this resuming play. Ball goes in this time, only as far as the 2s. Down it goes, and it runs precariously close to the sideline now. Everyone under pressure. Suzette Thomas, she's got it, but I tell you what, she's got black shirts all around her. Oh, well done, Suzette Thomas. She managed to obey the timber of the wood choppers from New Zealand. Out she comes at the 30-yard line. Bounces. Does it come up for her? Yes, it does. Leans out. Thomas goes bang. Thank you very much. There's another one for Australia. And she answers very, very fiercely back and very, very quickly and quite affirmatively to that one of Marin Ty's down the far end.
Not much Hill could have done about that, Jeremy. Suzette Thomas, she had it all thrown at her right down here in front of us. And it's great to see the level of polocrosse from these New Zealand and Australian players. We're on the far side of the field. Ball was thrown out. Who will it be? It'll be that number 3 in Beth Hafey. I told you this before. She's had a hell of a weekend. Look at her go. The young girl. Playing in the number 3 position in the green and gold. She's put the 1-2 back into Stiletto. Stiletto now looks up, finds Thomas. Pass went out, nicely taken by Thomas on the grey horse. Now Thomas has got her job once again to get around that number 1 in number 3, in Kyla Hill. And Thomas did so nicely as he put a bit of pace on him to a sneaky one under the neck. And that'll put us up to goal number 29 plays 7 in favour of the Australians.
Yeah, big effort there from Beth Hafey. She's a debutante in the Australian World Cup team. She's first one out. Everyone else has already been capped, but a debutante there in Beth Hafey, and she's definitely showing why she was selected. Ball goes in now. Out the back it goes. No, it comes forward again. Sideline beats us. Like a pinball it was there, in and out straight away. Players line up now. Franklin calls him in. Ball goes in. Oh, two's pulled out of the centre now by Murray. Murray with the ball. Heads goalward looking for a number one. There's a lot of pressure and a fair bit of play. Player goes on. Pass goes across. All clear as the call. All clear as the call. Big work from New Zealand there. Good work out of the centre with Gemma Murray. She was under a lot of pressure at that 30-yard line. She managed to get the pass across cleanly. And time, ladies and gentlemen, time. And that is the last time you'll see these ladies out here. Put your hands together for the ladies. You won't see them again. Absolute spectacle of polocross. I don't know whether there's many blokes that would like to go out and play against the calibre of ladies that are playing out here today. It's a pleasure to watch and a pleasure to commentate, Zach.
Yeah, it makes it very easy and, like you said, enjoyable. You sit here and you just watch the styles and competition of all these players out there. The riding off for the New Zealand side was Marin Tai, the number 2, Gemma Murray, and the number 3, Kyla Hill. And the impact players sitting on the sideline for the last chucker was Beth Peaker. She's had a lot of game time over the weekend. For the Australian girls, it was Suzette Thomas. It was Lauren Soletto and Beth Hafey with Lucy Grills. Just having the last half of that chucker on the sidelines. But we're going to ride on for the last chucker in this Australia versus New Zealand match. And we welcome back to the field. Riding on for the green and gold. We've had a swap around. The number 1 looks like it's going to be Abbott Grills. The number 2 in the engine room will be Jim Grills. The number 3 will be Will Weston. As they await the last chucker for the men to come on, the New Zealand men. There's a nice bit of cloud cover comes over the top of the Ballarat Polo Cross grounds. They've held up pretty good all weekend. They're a little bit dusty now and they've got a couple of unkind bounce, but we've had some amazing polo cross played over here in the last few days. Jeremy?
Yeah, fantastic polocross across all the grades. It's been a great spectacle, and it's good to see a few people travelling and coming down. So there's been a change. Beau Moore's gone up the front from the engine room to the front. He's gone right up there. Russell Ty in the middle and Jared Richardson out the back. He was a bit nervous about having to come out and dance with Lance, but we've left Lance off the sidelines this time, so we're not sure what's going on. Anyway, Kiwis with a change. Ball goes in out the back. Who'll be first one to it? Looks like that man Weston. Weston now. Weston with a pony-headed goalward, looking for his number 1 in Grills. Cross he goes. Abbott takes it well. Abbott unattended, straight through the goalpost. No mucking around. Puts one on the board for Australia. That'll take him to 30 goals. 30 goals to 7 as we come back to the centre. So 30 goals to 8. 30 goals to 8 as we come back to the centre. We line up far side of the field, Zach.
Far side of the field with umpire Buster Jolly, puts it in, it's gone back, way out the back. It'll sit there for that man in the green and gold shirt in Will Weston. He picks the ball up, checks up the bales, wheels it round. Hey, in come the Kiwi defence. No, it's Abbott Grills, Jimmy Grills, sorry, takes one out of the equation and makes it a one-on-one contest. Russell Ty, he gives him a bit of stick, but it's Will Weston on the bay horse as he lets the pony run now. Will Russell Ty get a racket to him? We'll tell you in just a few moments. Weston checks up, ducks around the back of Ty, looks up, finds his number 1 in Abbott Grills. Pass went out. Now this man, that man up the front in the number 1 position for Australia with a beautiful left-hand turn. Not many people can do that, but he's hit that goalpost, and it'll roll back out there for the number 3 in Jared Richardson. Richardson takes it over the 30-yard line and sets his pony alight. No, put the Jake brake on as he's just wound her down to 4th gear, puts a nice little flick out the back to the number 1 in Beau Moore. Moore now, that indicator on left, and he went right, bounced it over there, got a good bounce too, and nice bit of work by these New Zealand fellas. They might have worked it out in the last chucker, Jeremy.
Yeah, definitely change up a little bit. I don't know whether it's that or whether it's Richardson going out the back or it's Richardson changing to a Bennett racket out the back. This is his 3rd chucker and 3rd racket. But either way, he stepped out there. One of our sponsors here this weekend, Graham Bennett, sitting in the caravan over here. If you do need anything done, come and see him. Jared Richardson now. After his attempts with the other 2, he's Switched over to the white-headed Bennett racket. Ball goes in now out the back. Oh, knocked down hard. Pressure was there. Picked up by Jimmy Grills. I reckon he was over. Oh, umpire reckons he was over as well. Going to go the way of Bowmore. So New Zealand with a good start here. New Zealand playing pretty well into this start. Out to himself. Bowmore takes it. Didn't come up particularly well for him at the big work going on there by Russell Ty. Doing the best he can on Will Weston. Put him right out of the play. Bowmore comes through. Puts another one on the board. 30 goals to 10. So Australia strong out here in the 8 chuckers. 30 goals, a big number in 8 chuckers. But 10 goals is still very respectable and definitely happening in this last chucker.
Ball's gone in, bounced off the 2s. It'll sit there in front of the 1s. They volleyed it back. Richardson didn't want it, but he'll get first crack at it. Yes, he will. Slaps that racket down, looks up, finds that number 1 in Abbott Grills. 1, 2, 3, 4. He got them all too. In come the Australian defence. But too good as Bowmore was sat there all on his own. He takes the ball, cops a bit of stick off Grills for his efforts. 30-yard line, bounce, trap, got one to deal with left. Puts it high over the top. He's hit the post. Geez, they're good shots, these blokes out here, Jeremy. We roll through, it's gone on the ground. It looks like Weston, he didn't want it, left it there. Bowmore, he picked it up with a left-hand turn and poked that one through there to make it 11 goals, plays 30. So 11 goals, plays 30. As it's not that easy to hit that post, but there's a couple of players out here that have managed to do it twice in the one chucker.
Yeah, I'm tipping it's the angle that they're coming at it from. I don't reckon there's any room between the posts and a lot of the times. Oh, snapped out the back of the line up there by that man in Will Weston. Heads goalward. Yep. It's a call coming from his number 1. As they head goalward, looking now, he's got to get past some black shirts. A little bit of timber there. Ducks under it. Well, come on, some call. Yes, please, from Abbott Grills. But now he's out in a little bit of trouble in the corner. No, equal to it. Well done, Will Weston. Round the front, bounce trap. Abbott says, I'll take it, me and myself. Now he's got to get past Richardson. Richardson down there, puts it in the holster, lets him go by, puts another one away. And Australia push out again now, 31 goals to 11.
You've seen the style of game that the Aussies have played all weekend. They play that when one gets out in front and they clear the ball, find them. And we've seen the South Africans do it in the previous World Cups. Will Weston hanging on to the ball there and making sure he's going to deliver it good and proper. We heard the call come out from Abbott, but it didn't come through. As the ball's gone in, bounce off the 1s, the number 1, Bowmore, he's seen it. Yes, he does. Lets the green and gold fly by. Where's a 1, 2, 3? Yes, he's getting through traffic. Bounce goes down as he rides into an open goal, and Will Weston pulled up on that one. Nice work there by the number 1 for New Zealand in Bowmore. That'll push him out to 12 goals for the New Zealand side.
Yeah, definitely something to take home from this change. Making a little bit of a difference out here. The Aussies might have their foot off the accelerator just a little bit at this point, but by no means are they giving anything away here. There's no cheap goals in this level of polo cross. And Will Weston shows that he's not going to leave anything sitting on the deck with that one. Big pass up to Abbott Grills. Does it sit nicely for him? It's a worm burner. Leans out. Oh, there was no way that was going through. Great bit of work, but didn't come off for Abbott Grills. He didn't have any other options, so he thought better of it this time. Straight back into play. Jared Richardson puts it through to Bowmore. Bowmore in charge. Richardson stays back to do a number on Abbott Grills in the centre field as they head goalward at the 30-yard line. Bounces. Oh, what an atrocious bounce. Came up unkindly, but he managed to clean it up. Got the chucks out and the spray and wipe and clean that mess up, and he's got the ball. Time, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. What a spectacle of a polo cross. Thank you to the New Zealanders. Thank you for coming over and making our weekend a great weekend. We really enjoyed having you here in Ballarat. Congratulations to Australia. We're looking really, really excited watching you guys play and watching you guys get up there at the World Cup in April. We're going to be really keen to see you go round. And really proud of you Australian guys. The presentations will be on shortly over at the Bennett Pavilion if you want to.
The presentations for the Australian New Zealand side will be out the front here as soon as everyone can relax a second and sort their horses out. It's all about your horses, so everyone could please stay over on the main field here. If everyone could please stay over on the main field here. The umpires, the Australian side, the New Zealand side.
I just swap a mic with you, sorry. Batteries are dead.
He put me off a bit there. But no, we really enjoyed it, and it's a big part of our build-up for the World Cup, and we're really looking forward to you guys coming over in a month's time to us. It's going to be good for both countries, I think, and if it makes us better and one of us can have a bit of a crack at a cup later on, then that's all good. Thank you very much to Victoria and to Ballarat for hosting this weekend. These grounds are amazing and your facilities are second to none. Pretty proud to come here with this group of guys and ladies and have a crack, so thank you very much. And a big thanks to all the people that have helped us out over the weekend. We've had a lot of different people helping us with our horses, walking horses in between chuckers and helping with those sort of things, and to be fair, with very little of us on the ground, that was a massive help, and you made our job so much easier. So big thanks to all of those people. Thank you very much.
And moving on to the Australian team, thanks Arch for ringing me up a couple of months ago and asked if we'd mind holding this event, and yeah, it's appreciated that you even thought of Victoria to come down and do that, so that's very much appreciated. And again, good luck to the Aussies up in Warwick, and I hope you go well. Well done.
Thanks, Mick.
Yeah, just on behalf of the Australian team, firstly, yeah, New Zealand, they've had to do the trek first, and we're going to return the favour in a month's time. It was a pleasure to play you guys. Yeah, Ballarat did a wonderful job. Victorian Polocross, Mick Templeton for lining up those few extra horses. We gathered a few together through our teammates, and Victorian Polocross put the rest together so as we could have a decent pool of horses between the two teams. And as Russell covered most things, but it's just in preparation for the World Cup, and yeah, there's 8 other countries when they get there, so if we're not that far apart, we can help each other out, get there, and what happens on the day happens on the day. So we look forward to April, and events like this don't happen without sponsors. So all the people that are sponsored, Ballarat Polocross Club, to make these fields and facilities available. It's been a pleasure, and we've been looked after very well down here. Yeah, so just thank my teammates, coaches, managers, and all the supporters that come and help us, wives, husbands, family. Doesn't happen without them. So yeah, thanks to New Zealand.
That's it, thanks very much. The club presentations will be over in the shed in 5 minutes. Again, good luck to New Zealand and Australia up there at Warwick. As far as Victoria concerned, we'll be barracking for a New Zealand-Australia final, and then maybe Australia win in a playoff. Good luck, thank you.
Thank you, Mick. Been a pleasure. I'd just like to, while we're here, just thank the commentators and the support of the spectators for this event. It was lovely. All right, we'll all see you over in the shed in a few minutes. The bars transferring from the front to the back. Thank you. Boy, we got it.